This request comes from Paper Prince 2 on what if Pan was Boo's reincarnation. Here, Enma chooses to slow down the reincarnation in order to keep them close to Goku from the start, and Goku being informed of such by Dende immediately after Pan's birth, but deciding to let her grow up normally until becoming interested in ki control. This doesn't change anything for Super until the moral arc, with her being instructed to give her God Key to fuel Goku during the climax. It's after this though that Dende has to tell everyone the truth of Pan's strength, with Piccolo tutoring her a little earlier than usual. She's able to bring out all of the ki Boo had, but still lacks the ability to control it well for now. Moving beyond Super, Goku starts tutoring her soon after, with the entrance into the 28th Tenkaichi Budokai being just to test her progress. Though having gained full control of her ki, Goku still knows how much further she can push herself, and teaches her far more regularly. Goku's constant presence makes her far less rebellious, with her fully taking in the ideals of Budo, and Boo's potential in a quarter Saiyan body, and far greater ki control at this point, causing her to grow far quicker than Oob, with her strength at the time of their no-holds-barred battle at the start of GT being far beyond what Goku can match. After Goku is healed up, both start flying home, until seeing Ultimate Shenlong heading back to the Shinden, and Goku being turned into a child as usual. The difference though is that Pan is seen as strong and responsible enough to join the mission, along with the addition of Goten, meaning she doesn't damage the ship and there's no reason to land on Omega. Many of the early events go the same though, such as Pan being turned into a doll, and things only changing when they've gathered all but the Ishinshu, which they can't find, and don't think of going to M2 without Gil. Instead, the machine mutants bring the group there, with Rild and the Mega Cannon Sigma tracking them down, and Rild using his metal breath on an unsuspecting Pan to immobilize her and take her as a hostage, while the Sigma distract the others in time to make their retreat. They then all fight on M2, where there's no need to hold back, the Mega Cannon Sigma quickly being destroyed, and Rild forced to go into his metal form. He proves to be someone they can't beat with brute force, as Goten and Trunks fuse, Gotenks using the Renzoku Shine missile to eradicate as much metal on the surface as he can, before trapping Rild's main body in his volleyball, Goku going into his Super Saiyan 2 form, and ending things with a Kamehameha. They then use a time-space redirect machine they find to get to Mew's planet, and threaten him to return Pan back to normal. Very angry at what happened, Pan obliterates Mew without thinking, which has the Ishinshu pop out of his head. Through this, the battle seems to be over, until something emerges from another part of the lab. Pan's far greater ki, that had some of it be transferred from Lude when she was a doll to Baby, has caused him to grow enough to be aware of the threat near him and break out to oppose them, this going the same as usual. The difference on Pital is Baby manages to get inside Goten's body before being rejected, but doesn't have a chance to take Trunks before fleeing to Earth. When he gets to Earth, Baby knows he still has a long way to go before he can possess Gohan or Vegeta, and instead possesses 18 in order to cut Gohan with a Kienzan to make his way inside. Without Goten's help though, he isn't able to exploit an opening in Vegeta, who injures Gohan's body to the point it can't fight anymore, relying on 18 to wound Vegeta's cheek with a Kienzan, and give Baby the opportunity he needs. Trunks has an egg implanted in him when he gets to Capsule Corporation, when Goku and Pan are attacked by everyone. Pan is able to fend off the subordinates, before she and Super Saiyan 3 Goku pressure Baby enough his transformation is necessary. The difference is that, when Baby launches a revenge death ball to get rid of both, Boo gets in the way to save Pan before fusing with her, Kibitoshin still using Kaikai, and taking Goku to the Kaioshinkai without delay. Stronger than Oob would normally be, and not as cautious. Super Pan overpowers Baby and defeats him with the chocolate beam. Rodai Kaioshin still recommends Goku go through pain in his tail though, when reminding him Pan is young and may not be able to carry the burden of defending Earth herself, to which Goku is reminded of how youth and overconfidence foiled Gotenks and agrees, now having the time to go through the proper Shugyo to attain Super Saiyan 4 before returning to Earth, while Kibutoshin destroys the eggs with the Choshinsui and assures the ultimate Dragon Balls remain sealed away. Baby is still in his chocolate form, with Goku telling Pan to turn him back to normal and leave it to him, Goku injuring Vegeta's body and then forcing him to drink the Choshinsui in order to bring Baby out and meet his usual fate. The Super 17 arc goes the same, beyond Pan defeating Rild herself, until fighting Super 17, where Pan is able to stay in the fight far longer and allow Vegeta to catch on to Super 17's weakness, then launching many Ki Blasts, while Pan uses the chocolate Kamehameha to defeat 17, where not having Ki makes him incapable of countering it, the way Vegeta did to Boo. Goku can't escape hell though, with the dimensional distortion making Shunkan Ida or screaming ineffective in passing these dimensional walls, the Dragon Balls being gathered to get him out, only for the evil dragons to appear. Pan isn't confident to do everything alone immediately, when having still struggled with Super 17, Piccolo requesting they go into the Room of Spirit and Time once Popo fixes the door, so she can draw out her full potential. Just as frustrated at his own performance, Vegeta is told by Rodai Kaioshin how Super Saiyan 4 is attained, with Bulma getting to work on creating a Brute Wave emitter. After the first day, Pan and Piccolo start opposing the evil dragons and easily make their way through them, Pan avoiding being absorbed by Chi Shenlong. Pan is merciful on Su Shenlong, but not San Shenlong, the former being shot by I Shenlong as normal, who absorbs the Dragon Balls far quicker when outmatched by Pan. Still, the full potential of Boo's nigh limitless talent and God Ki more refined than ever before in a Saiyan body is too much for I Shenlong, who uses the minus NG Power Ball, Pan then negating it with plus energy to get rid of the minus NG covering Earth. This allows Goku to finally return in time for he, Vegeta, Piccolo and Pan to assure things are put to an end with a combined attack that destroys every atom of I Shenlong. Shenlong leaves soon after, and Goku is glad Pan has proved herself capable of defending Earth without him. Vegeta then uses the opportunity to have a Super Saiyan 4 fight with Goku having not gone beyond his limits, whereas the Brute's Wave emitter was designed to enhance Super Saiyan 4 more than normal, has Vegeta win with ease, realizing their rivalry can remain more competitive than he once thought. 11 years later, Vegeta senses his life coming to an end, and requests Goku leave Earth with him to settle their rivalry. Goku is content when knowing Pan has all that's needed to keep the universe safe, which she does for decades to come, until passing on these ideals to one so reminiscent of her grandfather. It's here we see how the wasted potential of Oob in GT, who more often than not failed to live up to his role as Goku's successor, which Pan embodied more in terms of agency within the plot, them being combined into one character here, allowing this to be rectified. Thank you for watching through this What If. Comment requests, subscribe to keep updated on new videos, and check out these older ones. On the subject of my criticism of Oob, there is another scenario rectifying it in this video.